With America's well-known history of racial discrimination, many people feel as though nothing has changed with the date. Whether it's the uneasy looks when walking down the street, the obvious hatred in one's words, or being denied a job, people still face the cruel and painful realities of racism.
Throughout America's history, race and class have always been connected. Slavery was as much a system of economic exploitation as it was one of racial oppression.
On our quest for clarity on the subject of racism and economics, we spoke with members of our community to hear their stories and personal opinions on the subject.
It's not nearly as outright, but people still hold their own kinds of prejudices, and you can see in the way that some people act. Like, I don't know, I feel really on the spot right now.
I cannot say I have experience of discrimination.
It's probably hard for inner city youth, specifically African Americans, to have the look of, they're saving money and they're interested in money and, investing and learning more about how to make their money grow.
There's no question that being white and being male, even in spite of my class origins and socioeconomic origins, enabled me to get where I am today, which is a full professor at a college and fairly comfortable financially.
Some people with privilege or power, more power, wants to exploit others without privilege or power.
Been pulled over too many times than I can count.
I was looking to go buy a car, and I was with my boyfriend. And my boyfriend is a very tall man, 6'4". The owner of the dealership said to me, or said to my boyfriend at that point in time, "Hey, you play basketball? You're tall, My boyfriend said, "Yeah, I played basketball, when I was younger for high school. I went to this camp in Pikesville." And the man said to him, he was a white man, said to him basically, "Oh yeah, well, we sponsored that camp, but when I was growing up, I was in Pikesville learning how to count money while you were probably learning how to play basketball."
Passed over for promotions and stuff like that.
I guess, I don't know, not directly, but I've heard comments about myself at work, like, "Oh, that dumb new white girl," all kinds of things just degrading, based because I was white and new, which is really silly because I do all the work I have to, but yeah.
You ever discriminated against someone else?
Definitely.
Also?
Definitely. I'd rather see my money circulated back throughout the black community than other communities. And self-preservation, I think, just to make sure my community thrives.
Have you ever felt as though your finances were in this bad situation or in a certain situation because of your race?
Well, I think that racism has served in countless ways to disenfranchise black people.
Oh, definitely in the workplace. Definitely in the workplace, because you get it's so systematic. You get passed over for trainings, and if you don't get trained, then you can't get promoted. And if you don't get promoted, then you can't get more money.
A dominant white male rule has worked in America for a long time, so I've been affected by it in the past, but not in recent years, because I've been self-employed for some 30 years.
For my people, things have become more accessible, but then more predatory. Check cashing companies, I don't see anywhere I live at in Columbia, but I can come down here and pull 15 right off of York Road.
Throughout this piece, many people have had rough experiences with their financial life because of their race. Some have not. Race has had an impact on people's finances for decades, and it still continues today. Some people are well privileged because of their race, some are discriminated against because of their race, and some races are disenfranchised. But in some way, all of them were affected financially.